Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk West Scranton swimming and diving. Michael Bruno joining us right now. He is a junior. Michael, you're a busy guy. You're involved with swimming and diving, and you do a couple other sports as well. Let's first talk about what's coming up this weekend, which are the diving championships for District 2. You're putting a lot of hard work into it, and tell us about how you're feeling right now.
Yes, I'm putting in a lot of hard work. I'm really excited for next Saturday. I've been waiting all year for this opportunity to do as well as I can. I've been diving so much this last week, and I'm going to be doing a lot more diving this week, trying to get as perfect as I can be to hopefully medal and get a chance at states.
Michael, take us through the mindset of a diver. There's different sports where you have to have the right mindset. Whether it's wrestling, you got to kind of be on an even keel. I would think that diving is one of those as well, where you're only as good as your last dive, and sometimes you got to look forward because you may have a bad one, you may have a great one. But talk about where you are mentally with diving.
Diving is definitely one of those sports where you have to love what you're doing. You have to want to be. You have to want to get better. You know what I mean? That if you have to be confident enough to try each new dive. You have to be willing to put in that extra work, that extra effort, to be able to get as good as you can. You know what I mean? You have to be confident and love the sport that you're doing.
How about the concentration level, Michael, when you're on that board and trying to focus in on what you need to focus in on and making sure that you have it played right in your mind?
You have to be really focused. You have to every night before I go to bed, I try to visualize the dives I'm going to be working on the next day, and then when I get on the board, I visualize the dive I'm going to do before I even take my first step. So you definitely have to be focused when you are diving.
Michael, you have a couple of coaches. Let's first talk about your diving coach. Tell us about her and the relationship you have and what she tries to get out of you.
Meg McIntyre is an amazing coach. She's taught me almost everything I know about diving. I spend most of the season practicing diving with her, and having her as a coach definitely helps utilize all that time to make me the best that I can be. She knows exactly what she's talking about when she tells me how to fix each dive, and I definitely wouldn't be as successful as I am today without her.
And then, Michael, moving over to swimming, because you do that as well. It's pretty rare you get a diver and a swimmer. But your coach, Scott Grecco, he has high regard for you. He says you're involved in all the sports he coaches, and he coaches a few of them there at West Scranton. Talk about what it's like to be under Scott Grecco.
Oh, it's amazing. He's a great coach, a great guy. I'm with him all year round, like he said. 3 sports I do with him. I do cross-country, swimming and diving, and track and field. We work amazing together. And anything he asks me to do, I get it done to the best of my ability. And he knows that I try.
Michael, you have some teammates there at West Scranton that are working hard. A guy like Brian Martin, who's really good in the classroom. He's pretty good at swimming. Talk about some of the relationships you have between the girls and the guys and trying to get the most out of yourself in the pool.
Oh, yeah. Brian Martin, Zach Nemick. We all try as hard as we can to do what we can. Brian Martin is valedictorian. He does amazing at school and swimming. Zach Nemick is possible valedictorian for my class. And it's just, we have a great time together on the team, and we always push each other as hard as we can.
Michael, you talk about being involved in these other sports. You still got to do your studies and be in the classroom and punch your ticket that way as well. I'll talk about the balance, how you get it all done. Do you have a pretty darn structured day where it's okay? I'm done a practice at 6 o'clock. I'm home. I eat. 7 o'clock. I'm doing homework. Tell us a little about the course of a day for you during swim and dive season.
Honestly, I have no solid structured plan for that. I go to school every morning. Go to practice 3:30 to 5:45 most of the time, and then right after practice I go to work, come home, get my work done, and then on the weekends I have plenty of time to go out with friends and have to spend time with them. I don't even know. It just works out. You know what I mean?
Well, it seems like you're doing a heck of a job with no plan. That's for sure. What an awesome experience for you, Michael. Talk about your family right now and how they support you.
My family are my biggest supporters. I have 4 brothers that are there as much as they can be. They push me as hard as they can. They want to see me do all the cool stuff that I do. My mom and my dad, they've been to almost every single meet that I've been in, give or take an away meet. and they've filmed every dive I've ever done, every event that I've ever been for swimming, and they just try as best they can to support me.
Michael, how much goes into film work with diving? Is that something that you and your coach look at, or do you not look at it at all? Tell us about some of the techniques that diving coaches use, and then, of course, divers themselves about trying to get it down pat.
My coach mostly tells me what I've been doing wrong and how to fix it, so I'll just try to do that. But every once in a while, if I can't seem to figure out what she's trying to explain to me, she'll take a video of me doing the dive, and if I make the same mistake that she's trying to tell me to fix, she'll explain it like visually and doing it that way.
Well, Michael, it's been a really nice year for you, for the Invaders of West Scranton. We wish you the very best this weekend in diving, and of course the following week at the District 2 Swimming Championships.
Yeah, I'm very excited for both of them. It's going to be a great time, a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of competition these next 2 weeks, and I just can't wait.
Michael Bruno, a junior for the West Scranton Invaders swimming and diving team here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.